Alright, in this video I'm going to be talking about host-based firewalls. And what a host-based firewall is software that resides on a single host or device that is normally built into the operating system by default. So this could be considered something like a personal firewall. Software performs basic packet filtering. It looks at traffic entering and exiting your device, and it acts as a filter and only allows traffic that you choose to access your device by prompting you with a allow once, allow always, or even a block message. They help protect against threats that come from within your network and badly configured software on the host. And this helps ward off things like malware, phishing attacks, SQL injections, rootkits, things like that. However, there's a downfall to personal firewalls is that the software itself could be vulnerable. So if the software was infected, then it could punch a hole in your firewall. To help protect against software that has been infected, the best practice is to use a software suite that adds additional features to the firewall or with the firewall, and that would be things like antivirus, anti-malware, and even a intrusion detection system. Now, also on host-based firewalls, they could have application firewalls, and it is a type of host-based firewall, but the software still resides on the device, but it actually protects the application itself. So for example, we could have a application firewall, like let's say for a SQL database, to where as packets come in on the actual host, I'm going to allow SQL traffic in, but then at the application level, I'm only going to allow certain SQL commands to be allowed or deny some SQL commands. So it's a little bit more finite when it comes to application firewalls. Now, for an example for a host-based firewall, you could actually look at your personal computer, and if you have Windows, you could look at your Windows firewall, and you could see all the inbound and outbound rules on your computer. So, for example, on my computer, I have inbound rules, and you can see all the different types of applications and if they are allowed or denied. All right. So, for example, I have Counter-Strike. It's allowed on my computer. Why? Because I play Counter-Strike. And if we look at other things, Packet Tracer, GNS3, all these other types of applications I have rules for on my computer. Did I set this up myself? No. When I install software, when you install it, it will actually allow these programs to communicate to the internet, so you need to have a rule to allow it. Certain applications that always want to reach out to the internet, you can deny them as well. All right, and you could look at your outbound rules and see which ones are allowed or denied. But this is an example of a host-based firewall, and if you want to add a certain rule, you just go to the right-hand side and click New Rule, and then you get to choose the program, what port it comes on, if it's predefined, or you want to set a custom rule, things like that. So this is how you can configure your own firewall on your computer. Okay. So I hope this was informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.